So good evening, everyone. Today, our focus is, as you can see, with preeminent leaders and senior executives from the Indian pharmaceutical industry. In your opening note, you mentioned circulation of talent across many of the major pharma companies and also skills merging. On the circulation of talent, there is a learning lag, right? In pharma industry is very unique in the sense that there is a lot of learning on the job and that takes time. And so putting these two things in together, do we just need a lot more talent, from the source? So from the institutes, from academia coming into the pharma industry, are we prepared for that as a at a broader level as a country to meet the domestic opportunity? And what about the collaboration between academia and pharma? A lot of the big organizations have their a plan in place in terms of how they can develop talent pipelines. And can you talk about this as well as, do we have a real shortage and can that be addressed within the next 5 years?
In IPA, although we have moved forward, but and Amitabh was also highlighting, but it is a major agenda and we have to go along. I am also the chair of Lifestyle Skill Council of India. So I work with the government and Yash is a member of the board there. We have just started, but the more we get into details, we realize we have to do hell of a lot going forward. In fact, in the last meeting, I couldn't attend, but I'm aware of the discussion. We are working with PCI. So I will talk of 2, 3 different roles. So one is industry specific roles, like say manufacturing operation, clinical trial, medical, some areas of medical marketing where you need industry knowledge experts with strong medical and pharmacology knowledge. Working with the academia to improve the courses with Pharmacy Council of India. Still, the courses are not tuned to the changed reality. So, yes, you have to work on the courses. And the second point which Yash and Amitabh is mentioning, yes, you start with the course, but the course requirement changes are so rapid. So, how do you first is getting skilling and getting industry ready talent, where some amount of work is done by changing the courses and some amount of work which has been done by many of the industries, companies, starting the finishing schools, right? Inducting the person on the manufacturing job, the kind of machine, like say, Project Lighthouse, all of you must have heard, Cipla and Dr. Reddy's plant has been declared as among top 100 manufacturing plant in the world, which operates on robotics and digital information. So the kind of skill which we will be requiring is a totally different green technology plant, smart plants. Now, how? So you need industry specific requirement. So working with NIPERS, working with pharmacology colleges, working with engineering colleges, pharmaceutical engineering is a very, very important course. What we are doing is, can we work with the academic institution to develop the courses? Second is creating a continuous environment of learning in the organization. It is a very, very important thing. And the courses of online courses become very, very important. In fact, all of us must have read yesterday, Coursera startup person was in India and he's talking about starting digital analytic course by IT Madras, if I remember rightly. And all the IIMs are thinking of starting online courses. So can we work with online educators and each company can work to upgrade their skills? That will be a very, very important dimension going forward. But the two things which I will work both on what Yash is saying and Amitabh is saying is skilling, getting the right kind of skilling, and we have just started. Long way to go. In fact, Yash has been right, long way to go. We are doing tinkering job at the moment, but this is a major agenda. Work with academic institutions, but that alone is not enough. Working in the organization to upgrade the skills of the employees and identifying how the changes are taking place and preparing the employees ahead of time to build on those changes. I will stop here.